Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. I have been getting asked ever since Golden had left, is he coming back? And the question is, I don't know. He said he was gone. He said he was gone for good. However, Scarface's account is back. Don't know. Scarface was one of three accounts that was, quote unquote, controlled by Golden. He had Goldenfighter, Scarface, and Golden Blade. At least that is what I was told anyways, and that a lot of other people were told. So when he left the game, all three of the accounts disappeared. If you check the rankings, you'll see Scarface is now back on top. It was Batman. If you go back to my prior videos, you would see that. So Batman was number one. Scarface's account was reinstated. So technically, yes, Golden Fighter and Golden Blade, both of those accounts could be restored again. As of right now, they're not. I don't know at this point. I mean, being gone a week, a couple days is one thing, but being gone almost a month in this game is a lifetime. Whenever you're talking about chasing that number one, number two spot in total power ranking. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if he wants to come back at that point because it's just a mind game, really. And I've talked to a lot of players. I mean, it's really hard to just slow down. They would rather just quit, whenever you are in that position where you're so strong, you just dominate players, to take a step back and just say, hey, I don't want to spend anymore. I'm just going to slow down. It's hard for people to, flip that switch because they spend so much money to get so strong, to be number one, to just dominate everybody, and to just let that slide and people just start to catch up to you. Granted, it would be just a handful of players that would be competitive with them. Over time, that starts to change. If you go back to our server, we have Crazy Deerfly. She's at 444 total hero power, followed by Hulk at 422. Deerfly was at one point number one in the game. She was second behind Justin for a very long time until about season 3, where she stopped spending almost entirely. And so Justin, if you check out Justin, he's at 600 total hero power now. And Deerfly is at 444,000. Now, she hasn't been spending in a very long time, well, nearly as much in a very, very long time. But even after just 2-3 months, she fell from top 3 all the way into the top 20 and then outside of the top 20 in just a few more months. So it changes very, very quickly. And as you can see, Hulk is starting to catch up to her. And Hulk, about 3 months ago, was only around 340 total hero power, may have been closer to like 350 total hero power. So he's starting to catch up, and that's just how fast things can change based on who's spending and who's not. So could Goldenfighter come back? Yes. Does he want to come back? I don't know. I think that's a bit of a toss-up on whether he wants to or not, because like I said, you're going to be so far behind. Just a month makes such a big difference. Justin hit 600 million hero power. Golden was, I want to say, around 550, 560 at the time that he left. So he would have to make up a lot of ground to start catching back up to where Justin was. He was farther behind because of where he is with servers. Justin 263, Golden Fighters at 532. So there is that server gap there that puts everybody at disadvantage, when you're on newer servers like that. So yeah, I just don't know. If I were him, I played games like that where you were at the top, you'd come back later, you fall off a little bit, you try to give it a go, and then you just step away again, and then it's kind of like a permanent situation at that point. You just don't want to go back because you lose that edge that you had before, or that top tier competitive advantage that you had originally. And that's something, obviously you can spend a lot of money and get back to that spot, but would you really want to do that? Would you want to step away and then come back and dump more money into it? Unless there's a bunch of changes that he was hoping to see. I know he was trying to move accounts trying to get, I think it was extra damage. He wanted to move that account onto 532. At least that's what I was told. He was wanting to do that, but they weren't allowing him to do that. That was another reason why he stepped away, along with a bunch of other things in the game that he was wanting to see happen. There are two sides to the story of what happened, what didn't happen with this. But overall, guys, I don't know if Golden's coming back. I haven't heard from him. There's only like one or two people that I know that have talked to him since he left. That I've talked to directly, anyways, that have talked to him. But I just don't know, guys. And that's it for this episode. I just wanted to talk about this real quick because Scarface, that account came back, and that again sparked a lot of conversations of what's happening, where's Golden, is he coming back, is this the start, yada yada yada. I don't know. I mean, he may give that account somebody, or the original owners running it, who knows. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.